So it is true that long distance running endurance was very crucial evolutionarily for humans to survive back in ancient times when we were mostly hunter-gatherer societies. It was through something called persistence hunting. Basically what we did was we found an animal that if we would try to attack immediately would just completely wipe us out like that because they're physically just better than us in every single way. However, if we chase it for several miles over several hours, it will eventually tire, and it'll be so tired by the time we get there, we can use a spear or whatever we have and finish it off, and then we have a feast and everybody gets to eat. However, if we're talking about modern sports and athleticism, I would say this is a very good argument for why long distance running is not one of the better forms of athleticism, because it's what humans can naturally be pretty good at. What humans are not naturally very good at is putting on large amounts of muscle mass. That is not evolutionarily something that humans are supposed to do, because more muscle requires more food. Being fast and explosive, not what humans are supposed to do. So, if we're talking about which kind of athleticism is more impressive, I would say the ones that are going against nature are much more impressive than the ones going along with nature. And I've actually made this argument for why soccer is a more difficult sport than most other sports as well. Because it's much easier to manipulate a ball with your hands than it is with your feet. It is not natural to control a soccer ball with your feet. That makes soccer more difficult than sports like basketball, rugby, football, baseball, etc. So, if we're talking about the type of athleticism which is the most impressive, long distance running is on the very bottom. It's very low. Soccer, sprinting, field sports are actually at the very, very top. Field sports are the hardest kind of sport there is. But even things like weightlifting and powerlifting, that's more impressive than endurance running. Track and field, more impressive than weightlifting or powerlifting. Combat sports are close to field sports, but I put them a little bit behind. Sports like soccer, football, rugby, those are the top end.